get the mask shape as symmetrical as possible, I started by placing a few dots around my eyes as markers. Then I carefully connected them together, trying to copy the same shape as the mask in the film. Even by using this method, it still didn't turn out perfectly symmetrical, so I adjusted the shape accordingly on each side. Using a medium-sized flat brush, I filled in the whole of the shape with green paint, and I took it right up to the lash line when I went around my eyes. Then using black, I painted in the socket shape, and I started right in the inside corner and extended it out underneath my eyebrow. On the outside edge, I continued the line downwards and then back in towards the inside of the eye again. Whilst the paint was still wet, I smudged in the inside edge of the line with a dry brush. Because the paint dries fairly quickly, I had to go back in and reapply some of the black, and then I could carry on smudging until I was happy with it. I extended the inside corner down along the side of my nose, and again I smudged in the colour. And then to give the mask a bit of detail, I added a few creases and shadows around the eyes with a smaller brush. And then I went round the outside edges and added a bit more shading there as well. I decided that one of the creases was a little too dark, so to tone it down, I went back over the top with the original green colour. Using lime, I added in some highlights on the areas of the mask that I wanted to bring forwards. And then to make these areas stand out even more, I went over the top of them with a tiny amount of white. I needed to add something more to the design as the mask was quite simple, so I decided to paint in some of his costume. Now, because only my shoulders were going to be seen in this video, I didn't need to take the paint down any further, but you can continue these same techniques into a full body painting if you need to. I used a large flat brush to put down a layer of green, and then I went over the top with a second coat just because it looked a little bit patchy. back, I very roughly painted in some shadows around the neck where they would naturally fall, and I used very quick, sketchy motions and smudged them out. I really wanted the costume to look as though it had been almost drawn, so I didn't spend much time blending the colours together. I like that you could still see the brush strokes at the end. I used a picture as a guide and I tried to create the same kind of shapes around the shoulders, but obviously the Green Lantern is a muscly man and I'm not, so it doesn't look exactly the same, but you get the idea. Finally, I switched back to the lime green that I used in the mask and I added in a few highlights to make everything stand out.